So let's get started. And I decided to do this. I didn't know when I was going to do the segment. Rome joined us today. I was like, yep, let's do it. I'm going to be careful with what I say as I do this segment. I told you guys I hold back a lot. Like this year, I've seen our country and the West go through the genocidal psychosis has done something to me. You guys notice that, like, I'm becoming more Rome-like, and not like voluntarily. It's just because I'm fucking angry about stuff. I'm going through things right now, fam, and seeing dead babies kind of fucking with my mentality. I haven't been to a therapist ever in my life. I have mental health issues that I'm sure that is undiagnosed. Being exposed to evil every day by the result of my job, seeing kids die, is doing something to me. I am self-aware enough to acknowledge that. That's why you see my commentary is more angry than it used to be. Like I used to be like kind of smooth, like I'll just be calculated. Now I'm like screaming at Rome every damn stream now. So let's see if I can get through this segment without getting in trouble, because I am beyond the point of caring about people's feelings. You know what I mean? Like I'm beyond that. So I am going to say this. I said this on Twitter. It had a lot of likes on there, but a lot of people was like, damn, Nick, I don't know about that, because I'm like, you guys realize that the politicians are not they don't give a fuck about anti-war protest at all. You guys are too pacified to do anything to actually make them scared. So we need to change the culture in our country. This is what I was talking about on Twitter recently a lot. Why is it socially acceptable for you to send your child to die in war? That's a question I have. Parents get criticized for negligence, right? If your child dies because you didn't feed them, well, people are like, oh, you can't criticize the parent. No, niggas like, nigga, you should have fed your goddamn kid. What, like, so for some reason, if you're a parent and you mislead your children about war, that's okay. You have one job in your goddamn life. Once you have kids, educate your child, keep them alive, and tell them how to navigate this goddamn life. And look at these goddamn soldiers that was killed for no reason. So this is why I gotta be careful, because this is gonna be a controversial segment. Because why are we allowing our children to die in war? I'm not mean. I'm not sure if I have the heart to shame parents to their face, but there needs to be a social stigma for you sending your goddamn child to war. They was in Syria. Do you know why they're in Syria, fam? We don't have a combat mission in Syria. They send these niggas out to Syria to die. You guys see why I'm becoming more mentally unstable, becoming more Rome-like in my commentary? Biden said it, fam. You guys know what Biden said? Biden said it's only a matter of time before United States troops is killed in Syria and Iraq if these attacks continue. Because you know what happened? Ever since the October 7th, you had an increased escalation of attack on U.S. soldiers in Iraq and Syria because they are doing what? They are illegally occupying these countries. So then the Biden administration said, oh, if we keep these soldiers here, it's only a matter of time before they are killed and the war escalate. Wouldn't that be a shame if we had war escalate? Man, we surely don't want that, right? So they had these soldiers here, and they dangled them like keys in front of like a dog. You know how you got like a dog or a cat? You dangle keys in front of them. That's what they did to Iran, to Iraq and Syria. Had these illegal soldiers there stealing 80% of Syrian oil, stealing Syrian wheat, and they're like, man, it would be a shame if any of these soldiers died doing this highly illegal action that we don't got congressional approval for. Wouldn't that be a shame? And then they died. And the Biden administration got exactly what they want. 3 Negroes go in the Middle East fighting for white supremacy. And I'm supposed to be easy on these people, easy on the culture that allows it to happen. Feel free to chime in anytime. I know you're on mute.
I'm sorry,
I have this segment. Go ahead, Roman, TJ, if you want to chime in.
They deserve.
Not let Roman, then I'll say my part. Go ahead.
All right. They deserve to die. They deserve it. I don't care if they're black. I don't care if they're brown. I don't care if they're from the same neighborhood as me. They deserved it. You deserved it. Because not only, are you like it's so funny how like I'm a gang member. That's no secret. I can't get out of a gang. There's no way you can get out of a gang with stuff blood in, blood out, right? Same with the military. Why is it acceptable for them to join a gang to kill people all across the world? But you look at me as a GD, a Crip or Blood, and you say, "Oh, he's a fucking gangster." But you got people over here stealing land, resources, raping women and children, unaccountable. They deserve it. They deserve to die. And I hope I see more deaths in the American military. I hope I see more black and brown people on the faces of these newspapers so you can get your act right. Don't die for the man. Die for your people. Die for your neighborhood. Stand up for something besides white supremacy. You deserve to get everything that's thrown at you, every bomb, every bullet that hit your motherfucking body. I hope you felt every last one until that fucking Reaper came for you. You deserve it. And your parents deserve the misery, the heartbreak, the turmoil that came with it. Yes. I hope they die too. I hope they die from a heartbreak from losing you. You deserve it. There's no reason for any black person to be over there. If you are educated enough, and some of these motherfuckers, like, come on, bro. If you are too dumb, they will not let you into the military. They will not let you into the army. You have to be educated to some point, and you have to fucking know what the fuck we are doing at some fucking point. And when you get over there, and you see you have tanks, you have rockets, you have the Patriot missiles and all kind of shit, and these niggas are in sandals, hijabs, RPGs. Hold on. Who's the fucking terrorist here? If I'm fighting a nigga in sandals.
Now you guys see why I decided to do this segment with Rome here. CJ, I want to get you in here, but do you guys know what the My Lai massacre is? I've been doing a lot of reading and studying on Vietnam and Laos. I've been really trying to step my game up as a commentator for you guys, doing a lot of research and stuff I haven't read a lot into. I've been very fascinated with the history of Vietnam. You guys understand we have monsters walking among us? In Vietnam, the My Lai massacre, and I'm not an expert on this, I'm still reading about this. We went to this village and we slaughtered everybody. What we did, we took women, they mass raped women, even including children as young as 7 years old in Vietnam. And then after they raped them, they put a bullet in their head. They beheaded a few of them, tortured a few of the men in Vietnam. And this happened to hundreds of people in Vietnam. You guys know the United States soldiers came back and they never faced prosecution. We got monsters in our midst, fam. You guys think Rome going hard? I was like, damn, I didn't know Rome gonna go that hard, but I'm not mad. I was like, damn, but I'm not mad. Do you guys know the monsters? You guys know about the slaughters that happened in Iraq and Afghanistan? We went in Afghanistan villages and raped and killed people. You know the same thing they accused Hamas of doing? That is what we did. You want to know who exposed the My Lai massacre? Seymour Hersh. Seymour Hersh exposed. And then the top general, after this was exposed, you know what he got punished for? There was hundreds of people that was murdered in the most brutal way possible by U.S. soldiers. And the top official who ordered it got 3 years house arrest. 3 years house arrest, and they slaughtered hundreds of people, raped women and children.
They don't have a choice.
And then they came home. So I'll pass to you, Rome. They came home, and then we said these motherfuckers are heroes. We got monsters, and there are people that talk about it. There's a clip I actually want to show you guys before I get to this segment. And then they were like, bro, people have no idea what we did. And I'm gonna show you guys. Actually, did a video. I actually really do want to show you guys. Where this guy was like, dude, you guys have no idea what we do, bro. When we go to other countries, we rape, we murder, and then we come home, we get free coffee.
And discounts. Thank you for your service. Yeah.
But go ahead,
as you pull that up, I see your comment, Rome. Let me read it. Now, some people live in poor areas. They got no choice, because what I was already going to say kind of already speaks to this that you wanted to talk about too, Rome. Yeah. What I have to say about this, I've been seeing this I don't even know how long, and I got this from my own dad, who's a veteran. He's like, ain't no person of color should be in any military at all.
Yep.
What the fuck are we fighting for when we don't have the rights that we're fighting for? That makes zero sense to me. And I always advocate against black people joining the military. You have no fucking business being in the fucking military whatsoever. And I have several people in the military, my family, I tell them, yeah, no fucking business being in the military. Get your fucking ass out the military. No.
There's no excuses, bro. And people say, oh, well, dog, I come from one of the most poorest fucking neighborhoods in the world. Do y'all understand me? When I say I made my choices not to join, I made that fucking choice. I was educated enough to know what the fuck was going on, even as a high school fucking dropout. And you telling me that these educated motherfuckers ain't got no choice? Go sell some damn drugs, nigga. Go sell your ass. Go do something. Don't go over there killing these people for their land. Don't go over there fucking, come on now, you have a choice. You make a choice every motherfucking day, and if that's your choice to join, then you are a sellout. Don't sit here and say, oh, well, we're just poor, we're just helpless. No, nigga. No. You can get up off your ass, you can go get a job, a side hustle, or whatever the fuck it may be. You do not have to sell out to the military industrial complex. Don't give me that fucking bullshit, because I hear it all the time, and the excuses is getting old why you are weak.
What conditions, Rome, are black people going under right now that's so egregious that forces us to join a military that our ancestors didn't go to? I'm waiting. What?
Absolutely, CJ.
What? Nothing. So
Nothing.
Sit down and shut the fuck up. Have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up. But go ahead.
I told you guys when I introduced this segment, I was like, man, this is about to get deep, and I'm so glad that you guys are on the same level that I was on, because I was like, I don't know how because you guys are on the exact same level that I am on, because I planned this segment the second I saw this goddamn photo, fam.
Me too.
I didn't know when I was gonna do it. I saw Ron joining me today, and I was like, yep, we doing it right now. So before I show you this video, because they brought the parents on Joy-Ann Reid. So if you guys thought things were gonna get heated, wait till we get to this video. So, and I will be honest, guys, I'm soft at heart in a lot of ways. I can talk shit on stream. I don't know if I have the heart to look parents in the eyes, to tell them that they deserve it. But these parents are fucking the worst parents in the world. I don't know if I had the face to be 100% straight with you guys. I don't know if I had the heart to say that. But these people are horrible people, and they are using the death of their daughter to campaign for Biden. I am not exaggerating.
Oh my God.
This is going to be, once again, I had to be very careful with this segment, because I saw this shit, and if I wasn't worried about offending people, this shit would be completely different.
I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'm going to be watching on my phone real quick. I'm going to be watching on my phone, but if they...
feel free to come in now. Before I get to that video, though, I want to play this. I'm actually mad because I kind of given away a few of the segments I had planned, but I need to play this before I get into this, because I need to show you guys why we have the anger that we do. Let's just play the video. I want to give you guys perspective. I was about to play this as a video at Naked Night, but I didn't fit in my segment, so I'm gonna show you guys this.
We put such a moral authority on people who have gone to war and been through war that you stop questioning what we're actually fighting for. It's like, thank you for your service. Why are you thanking me? I didn't do anything. I didn't help anyone. I just perpetuated a system of senseless violence.
Just like a deer. This is a shop? Yeah. Oh man, you killed the shopkeeper. Holy shit! Is that not the wrong building? That's the wrong building!
I enlisted in 2008, so we had already been at war for 7 years in Afghanistan. They were kind of just letting anyone who was willing to go enlist. You had a lot of kids who were drug waivers, they had criminal records, had psychological problems. Just kind of anyone that could do like 3 pull-ups and pass an IQ test was getting let in.
I'm just gonna let this play for a second time, and feel free to interrupt if you want to.
The majority of Americans that watch Fox News and stuff tend to sanctify the military and sort of glorify it. We can question the war itself, but we can't question the troops.
We can question the war, but we can't question the troops. So they are illegally occupying Syria, fam. I am about changing the culture in this country. I am not politically correct. If you're looking for a politically correct channel, you found the wrong place. At a certain point, where does the responsibility fall on these motherfuckers who are down for illegally occupying a country and stealing their oil and wheat? That was what they were doing in Syria. At what point do we decide to change the culture and turn people to social pariahs who are willing to sign up for this shit? So there's a recruitment crisis. Thank God. That should be the reaction to our war machine. After seeing what United States troops has done for decades, the response should be mass protests and enlistment. So who the scabs? If we are protesting and enlisting, who breaking the protest? Who crossing the picket line on our protest of war? But anyway, let's continue.
I think the movie kind of challenges that because it shows to a degree how these kids are out there making decisions, not being watched, and those decisions have kind of life and death outcomes. There's no like specific mission other than you're gonna go out there and you're gonna walk around and you're gonna wait to get shot at. And it's basically like a long, really messed up camping trip, but you have guns and you're getting shot at. War is a complicated issue. You know, there's a lot of like mixed feelings and mixed.
Hold on. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Let's address this point real quick. I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. I do want to address Sean's criticism because he led quite a few of the comments. That's why I want to address it. Poor and working class Americans have no power. They do not set foreign policy. You are blaming the victims. The victims. You know, the people that do the slaughters. They're the victims. The people.
No.
So ask the opinions of the global population how they feel about the victims. Do you guys think the people in the global South? Do you guys think the people in the Middle East who've been slaughtered by U.S. troops, do you think they view them as the victims? They know at this point what the United States has done. They decide to go overseas to slaughter people so they can get a free education. There's a certain point where we got to hold people accountable. And when you ask Palestinians, when you ask Iraqis, do you think they're like, oh, I forgive this person. He killed me and my family because he wanted to get a college degree. What are you talking about? So, Sean, if we're offending you, I apologize. I am not politically correct. This is meant to offend. I am not trying to be popular. I'm not trying to be a celebrity. If you unsubscribe because of that, that's fine. Because there's a certain point where we got to tell the truth to you motherfuckers who keep apologizing for these war criminals and people who are willing to sign up to commit crimes. Politicians don't give a fuck about our anti-war protests. The only way we end war is we change the culture. We're not ending war because the culture of allowing kids to go commit war crimes and die for the empire is remain intact because you guys are too afraid to tell the truth to the parents and the people go commit war crimes. So I'm sorry. Where we lose people, I'm sorry. 2024, I told you guys we're telling the truth. I told you guys many times I've been holding back. You guys like, Nick, what you mean you've been holding back? Oh, now you guys know what I mean now. Because this is what this year is going to be.
Because but this is what Sean is saying. Let's take Sean because this is the reaction we're gonna get, and I wanna go ahead at it because that's what I do. But this is what Sean is saying. Now, understand this is not our perspective. Our perspective is not individualism.
Yeah.
Our perspective is collectivism. So what Sean is saying, it's okay to choose individualism when you're a victim of the system. That's what he's saying. It's okay to choose individualism. It's okay to go, the choice is to live in this terrible system. The same system that has me living in poverty has is willing to give me some money to not live in poverty if I'm willing to go kill some other people. So you're picking yourself. You get what I'm saying? So let's examine that. Is that type of person, Sean, to be seen as a victim? Now, they are a victim of the system. But you know when you're transition from a victim to not a victim, when you put on the uniform, you transition from a victim to not a victim. Once you put on the uniform, that's the difference. You remain a victim if you're trying to fight the system. You remain a victim if you are even being educated, getting a degree, becoming of academia. You're still in certain levels of academia. Don't get me wrong. But you get the point. Like, there's a certain point where you go from not being a victim. If you go from saying, I'm knowingly now propping up a system, I'm knowingly now killing people. Let's say you're not even that deep and you don't even know the geopolitical analysis of things. You don't even know what the word hegemony is. I just learned that this year. Like, you don't even know this shit. You get what I'm saying? You know that killing people is wrong. It don't take science to do that shit. You don't need no degree to learn that. You know that you have a gun and guns are meant to kill people. So that's the point that I wanted to make.
See, the thing is, a lot of I'm sorry.
For the sake of time, I'm gonna respond to just one more pushback. I would love to have these conversation debates with you guys, but we got time on segments. I'm for pushback. I can accept criticism. So I'll read this one right here. You know damn well you don't blame people respond to this capitalistic imperialist system. What you're doing right now is akin to classist assholes blaming people in the hood trying to survive. Let me go out your minds real quick. So do you guys look at Nazi soldiers? Do you guys say, oh, do you guys know that these people were victims of harsh post-World War II treaties where they destroyed German economy? Do you know they emasculated the German public, destroyed the German economy, and put these people in poverty after World War I? You can't blame the Nazi soldier. They're the victim of the system and disenfranchised them. Yeah, they were soldiers in the Holocaust. You can't blame them. You can't blame the settler colonial and IDF. They were victim of the Holocaust. Genocide. You guys see the logic that only applies to American soldiers? You guys never apply that to other armies that commit atrocities. At a certain point, you gotta forgive people who are ignorant of the system, how it works. But at this point in the year 2024, I am drawing the line. Nigga, we had internet for how long now? Everyone knows what the empire does. The thing where you got plain ignorance. Oh, I signed up for the military. I didn't know what I was gonna do. Bullshit.
Every movie tells you what you're gonna do. Hollywood literally tell you we're gonna go to war with Russia. We're gonna go to war with China. You can read the fucking books, you can watch the movies, but see, the thing is, these people are biased because they have family. They have family members that have joined the service, and they don't like us speaking bad about their fathers, their aunties, their uncles. They don't like us.
My dad is a veteran. My brothers are veterans. My cousins are veterans. Yeah. I got like 7 veterans in my immediate family. Get the fuck out of here. Go ahead.
One of my best friends joined the military, and I clown him to this motherfucking day. I call him a baby killer. To this motherfucking day, I will call him, hey, baby killer, I need some weed. Where you at? Yeah. It's like that because ain't no way. If I'm educated enough, my dumb ass educated enough not to join the fucking services, there's no room. There's no room for you to escape accountability. Like Nick said, you guys don't put this on the Germans. You guys don't put this on the Ukrainians. You guys don't. So don't put that shit on our servicemen and women. Hold them accountable. Just I don't care. And just like I said before, I was trying to speak on what that white man was talking about, saying, oh, war is complicated. War is never complicated. War is always just rich people going after each other's necks. War is about land. War is about resources. What's so complicated about that? You've been sent out to die and kill for resources that you will never have. And you know what? It's so crazy how all these niggas in the hood go to the service. They go to the service, right? They go and steal all of these resources. We're going to steal all this oil. We're going to steal all this gold. Where's it at? Did it come back to the hood? Did we benefit from the resources from all them black people selling shit over in the brown countries? Did we benefit? No, we didn't. No, we fucking didn't. So there is no reason. There's no fucking reason for us to go over there and kill people. And there is hold people accountable. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. And like I said, if you die over there, you deserved it. You fucking deserved it. Your parents deserved it. I hope they get dropped it and go over there and get a bomb dropped on their motherfucking heads too. Because you guys have been terrorizing the world for way too long, man. We can look at our own history books. Our own history books tell us that we are the bad guys. Tell us that we have been funding genocide. Tell us that we have been funding Nazis. Not only our country, but our corporations. From Ford, Cadillac, all of these motherfuckers, BMW. We are the bad guys. There's no excuse, especially as a black or brown person in America, especially, my nigga. So, we have not benefited from none one of those fucking wars. We have stolen tons of gold. We have stolen land upon land. We have stacked bodies upon bodies. And where are these resources coming to? They're going back to the defense contractors. They're going back to the motherfuckers who sent you there, not to the motherfuckers in the hood who just trying to make it out. Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
So we got a lot. There's still a lot to say here. Like, once again, where's the lie? And I appreciate the feedback. I told you guys I do appreciate feedback. I don't got a monopoly on ideas. I try to go through some feedback. I don't got time. I could go through some more. But I told you guys it's gonna be one of those segments. It's gonna be one of those segments gonna hurt your guys' feelings. We got to tell the truth here. We got to change the culture of this country, because this segment here is sad. This segment here is sad and it's pathetic. And I told you guys, I'm a softy at heart. If I would look at these parents in their face, I wouldn't insult them. I'm too soft to do that. But my opinion of them, very low. Let's play the video and then we can chime in. I saw this segment. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. So let's watch this.
Today, President Biden made it clear he holds Iran responsible for the drone attack that killed 3 U.S. soldiers at a base in Jordan.
Huh?
Yes.
So, and I mentioned this before, but just for the sake of the clip we're probably going to make, I'm going to say it again. Biden sacrificed these soldiers' lives. Aaron Mate did a great tweet exposing this. How months ago, the Biden administration said it's only a matter of time before we had U.S. troops killed in the region, because I've been covering my hotspot videos how the reason why the United States soldiers have been attacked in Iraq and Syria is because they are illegally occupying them. So what the United States did in order to provoke this war with Iran, they always wanted, was they put the troops as bait. You guys understand? This is why I go hard to parents. So Biden used their troops, they used their kids as bait, and they allowed him to. And not only did they allow Biden to, they then gonna praise him later for sacrificing their children. Like, this is truly unbelievable shit we about to watch here. So Biden, use your kid as bait to promote a war. That is what happened. Let's continue. Hopefully my internet not fucking up.
I do hold them responsible in the sense that they're supplying the weapons to the people who did it. We'll have that discussion.
Along with the soldier deaths, more than 40 other service members were injured following an uncrewed aerial system attack at a military base near the Syrian border. Officials say U.S. forces may have mistaken an enemy drone for an American one, letting it pass unchallenged into the desert base. The 3 soldiers killed are Sergeant William Rivers, Specialist Kennedy Sanders, and Specialist Breonna Moffett, all from Georgia. Late today, the U.S. Army Reserve announced the posthumous promotion of Specialist Kennedy Sanders and Specialist Breonna Moffett to the rank of sergeant in recognition of their exceptional courage, dedication, and leadership. Joining me now are Francine and Purcell Moffett, the parents of Sergeant Breonna Moffett. Francine and Purcell Moffett, thank you both for being here, and my deepest condolences and condolences on behalf of the show. I want to start Of course. Let me start.
Thank you for allowing your child to be sacrificed for the benefit of the empire. Thank you for your service. Thank you for sacrificing your daughter that had a ton of potential in life, but now she will be forever known as a soldier who was killed illegally occupying a country. Thank you for sacrificing your child you spent years raising on behalf of the empire. Let's continue.
Start with you, Francine. So I know from my producer looking at your background that you actually were the first woman in your family to join the United States military.
What? Bro, do you guys realize this is the exact moment I decided to do this segment? So let me repeat that again if you guys missed that.
Oh my God.
So, I want to start, of course. Let me start with you, Francine. So I know from my producer looking at your background that you actually were the first woman in your family to join the United States military. You served.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
You guys see why I'm going so hard right now. These motherfucking sellout motherfuckers sided with the military their entire life, and then after they served the military, they then instilled the military culture into their daughter and influenced her to join the military. And now they're complaining that their daughter is dead because their daughter followed your example. Once again, I told y'all guys, I'm soft. I wouldn't say this to their face. I don't think I have that in me. But
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
You followed your example of being in the military, and now she is dead.
I'm sorry, bro, but I would say this to their faces, and I'll probably fling some spit their fucking way, because there's no way being in the military and seeing the occupation of Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, seeing that we killed millions of people in the Middle East, and all we had to show for it was, oh shit, my bad. That should have been your breaking point to get all of your family get the fuck away from the military. You had inside information of what's going on, how many women get raped in the fucking military unaccountable. Hey, you had first-hand experience and you got your child killed. How do you feel, my nigga? How do you feel?
So all the people before, they were like, oh man, these people are victims of the system. These people are not victims of the system. She served the military. She got out the hood. She sold her people out to serve the military to provide a better life for their children, right? So after she provided a better life for her family, she then got her kid to join the military? Why? Didn't you serve the military to prevent your children from serving the empire? No, it's a fetish. It was a fetish. They served the military. She's like, we want our kids to join the military after that. So this is a family full of people who serve the most violent empire in humanity. You want me to feel bad? No, well, I'll be clear. I do feel bad that life was wasted. That's why I'm upset. And I'm going to expound because they're going to tell you guys who she is. Because there is a part of me that feel bad. The parents gonna tell you guys how she was so kind. She had a great sense of humor. She had this great potential, a potential that you ruined because you didn't do your job as a parent and warn her about the risk of being a United States soldier and illegally occupying a country. Let it continue because it is sad to me because they're gonna explain the potential that they wasted.
Looking at your background, that you actually were the first woman in your family to join the United States military. You served as well, and your daughter was the second. Tell us about your daughter and what inspired her, other than yourself, to serve.
Listen to this life they wasted.
You know, she's always had her own opinion, and she's just always an amazing person. You know, she was in the ROTC in high school, and her mentors.
Look. I like continue.
Was, you know, Sergeant Jefferson and Colonel Bastide, and she always looked up to them too as well, as, you know, mentor, and wanted to inspire to go into the military as well, with them being her mentor.
And what was her dream, her goal long term?
Well, she, after this tour, she wanted to do one more re-enlistment so she could become sergeant. And then her long.
She wanted to climb the ladder, man. But I'll let her continue.
She was wanted to do medical. She wanted to go into the medical field, and she also wanted to do real estate part time.
Yeah, and Dad.
So if you want to do real estate and you want to be a medical person, why the fuck you're in Syria? Why would if you know that she wanted to be a doctor and she wanted to be real estate, why are you as a parent not telling them, why are you allowing them to go to the military? You be like, no, go to medical school. Find a way to become a doctor. Don't send them to the military. And then she also said she want to be in real estate, a landlord. Oh, Jesus Christ, what is happening to the black people?
Nick, this is where I disagree with you on, man. This is where I disagree with you. I love you to death, bro.
That's fair.
But every loss to life is not a loss. Sometimes it is a gain. Some of these people are put here to murder. Some of these people are put here to kill. And them losing their lives save probably thousands of fucking lives. I'm being fucking serious, man. Them losing their lives probably save thousands of people in Syria right now. Lord knows how many people she have medic back to help that was bombing the shit out of people, raping women and children, doing whatever the fuck they wanted to. They come to her, they get fixed up and go back out. No. Every loss to life isn't a loss. It isn't. And I'm sorry, bro, but she deserved it. All these families deserved it. And I'm sorry.
I'm not going to tell police.
Their mama is a failure.
I'm not going to tell you, man. I hear you saying. I'm a softy at heart. Guys, this segment is heartbreaking to me, man. And that's why I have fangs. And I told you guys, I wouldn't treat these people wrong to their face. I don't have it in me. But there need to be a point where we need to change the culture where if someone send the kid to the military, you be like, you did what? Like, I want that reaction in like 10 years or so. You did what? You said and then I want the point where if your kids say, I want to join, well, you want, no. And I told you guys, I will ban my child for going to the military. If that would make them cut me off from my life, I don't talk to my father because my father was a neglectful piece of shit. I don't talk to him. I cut him off for being a bad father. But if I get cut out for being a father because I want to save your life and I don't want you to become a war criminal, I'll take that. I want to sacrifice my relationship with my family in order to prevent them from joining the military. You need to do everything you can to stop these people from joining the military. We need to change the culture. I am not trying to be mean to these people. I'm sorry if this hurting your guys' feelings, but we need to make it so it is a social stigma for this shit to happen. And now it's going to get worse because now they're going to take their tragedy. I'm going to let it play for a bit. And then they're going to try to turn it into a positive for Biden and Democrats. And they're going to use this to attack Marjorie Taylor Greene, as you guys see in the title of the video. And they're not going to take.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
these people are not in poverty. I see comments keep on saying, "Oh, these people probably was in poverty." Nigga, look at the background. Just look at the background of this picture.
People are saying that they were being taken advantage of the system. She was a veteran. She already got out of the hood. She benefited from being from the empire. And despite the fact that they were living a better life, they still send their child to war when they didn't need to. So that's exactly a great point. But for sake of time, Roma, let continue this because there's gonna be a lot more to say. I promise you. I promise you, there's gonna be a lot to say because Joy Reid is the worst, biggest moral scumbag ever. I'm gonna just preface that. I'm gonna let it play. You guys to see what I'm talking about soon.
Mr. Purcell, can you tell us something that you would want the world to know about your daughter?
That she was a great person. Great person.
No, she wasn't. Oh, I thought I was on mute.
She loved music. She really loved music. That's why we want people to know that she loved music. She really liked drawing.
She was a great person. She loved music. She loved drawing. I believe those things. You guys steered her down the wrong path. She loved music and drawing while she in the military. Doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Yeah. Let me ask you, Mrs. Moffett, and I hate to bring this to you, but a congressman from your state, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and I apologize for even having to ask you this question.
You're not sorry, you piece of shit. You guys see that she brought these parents that are grieving. The first thing she doing, like, how can I score political points for my party? Instead of calling out Joe Biden, the person that sent their children to die, they're going to use it to attack someone. Marjorie Taylor Greene had nothing to do with this. Joe Biden sacrificed their children to get the regional war that he wanted. He said that weeks ago that these soldiers said someone going to die soon. So he knew the risk. He put their children out there as bait. They died, and now they're about to attack Marjorie Taylor Greene for it, fam. Here it goes.
Hold on.
Let me chime in here. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So the empire, the establishment will not let the opportunity of Black pain to exist without reaping or extracting a benefit from it. This is a tradition. It goes to slavery. Black pain, you need to extract a benefit, and then you have house Negroes, who we call Negro servants now, and she's from the Congo. You understand, her family, Joy and Greed, is from the Congo, and she is still willing to use Black pain in this culture war. She ought to have her ass handed to her for this shit.
It get worse, like bro. It get worse. Believe it or not.
I'm sorry. You know, one of our comments, I think that was Lisa, that said, you know, ignorance and indoctrination get to all of us. Some people get it later or it doesn't matter, bro. That shit doesn't matter. You still got to be you still have to be held accountable. You guys, you know how much flack I get for being a fucking gang member? If I'm still held accountable for being a gang member.
Exactly.
You are being held accountable for being a gang member in the Middle East, a gang member for the United States. Like, come on now. I was birthed into it. I was born into it. I ain't have no choice. I had to join the GDs. I had to fucking ride or die, right? But as I get older, I'm like, okay, well, we kind of went off the Larry Hoover trail and went with the kind of CIA kind of thing with the money, the crack, and the pimping kind of thing. Okay, well, let's fall back on that. But no. You still get held accountable. You still, but come on now. I don't care if you're dumb now and smart later, smart now or dumb later. You need to be held accountable for your actions, and killing people for another man's gang is a hell of a reason.
They was in Syria stealing their oil, man. Like what? They're not just volunteer troops doing a fucking tour somewhere. They was engaged in activity of stealing the sovereignty of another country. Like this exception that you guys get to U.S. soldiers never applied to anyone else. But for a second time, let's I'll let you take that on, Rome, and then we gotta move on for a second time.
It's like, but I can blame Tesla employees also. You know why? Because they know where that shit is coming from. So if you know that the fucking people are enslaved trying to get that lithium, and you sign up for Tesla, are you not enabling slavery? Yes, I can hold you accountable, just like I can hold the people that slaving the people of Congo accountable, just like I can hold Elon Musk accountable, just like I can hold anybody else. If you know better, you do better. That is the whole fucking point. You don't see me with a motherfucking Coca-Cola bottle, right? Because I know that they fucking use slaves. You don't see me eating chocolate because I know they use slaves to make it, right? Okay, so I knew better, I do better. If you see me with a Coca-Cola bottle, you see me eating chocolate, you see me drinking coffee that comes from slaves, then hold me accountable, my nigga. Hold me accountable. Just like we are holding people accountable for buying Starbucks in the midst of this genocide, when they are funding it, yes, my nigga. You need to be held accountable. There is no way to wiggle out. Stop trying to wiggle out of responsibility. When you niggas go out there and kill for the white man and then come back and don't expect criticism, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. We holding your feet to the fire. We holding your feet to the fire to the point that, nigga, you ain't even gonna have skin when we fucking done. Fuck you, nigga. And if you are, like I said, if you feel some type of way, you're going to be feeling that way because this is how I fucking feel. Enlist with the military and sell your soul if you want, bitch. I'm going to be the nigga that's going to be out there to call your ass what you is, a fucking war criminal, nigga.
Bro, if you guys think Rome is mean here, ask the average person in Vietnam how they feel about United States soldiers. Ask people in Cambodia how they feel about United States soldiers and how deeply sympathetic they are to their ambition to rise the social circle, so they're willing to kill people for it. Ask the people who are victims of U.S. imperialism. They don't have this soft bullshit language that you guys do. They view them as the most evil people that just want to climb the social ladder and want to do the most horrific stuff to do that. But anyway, let's get to the statement. I'm glad I had Rome on this statement. I had this statement saved for a while, so I'm glad we had Rome on today. Ask DPR, ask everyone who's a victim of U.S. imperialism. They're not coming up with these excuses, bro. When other people in other countries see what the United States do, they're like, how are you guys not rebelling against these orders? You guys know I'm listening to these people. I have an international audience. I'm listening to what these people are saying. I listen to what Palestinians say. They're like, how can people be okay with this? Like, Americans are justifying a genocide of Palestinians because a bunch of children wasn't able to overthrow Hamas. Remember, Gaza's children, women and children. So they are blamed because they were not able to overthrow Hamas, people they didn't vote for. But you guys are making excuses for grown-ass people, grown-ass parents that send their people out to die to war. This is going to be a hard conversation. It's going to hurt your guys' feelings. That is natural because what I am trying to do, I'm going above journalism. I'm trying to change the culture. We're not just a YouTube channel. We're trying to change the culture. And if we're ever going to have an anti-war movement, we need to change the culture where it's a social stable where you send your kids out to war. So, of course, when we're doing that, the people who were sent to war, you're going to feel bad in the process because you're going to feel guilty about what you did. If you're a parent, you send your child to war, you're going to feel guilty about what you have done. That's why it's going to be a hard conversation, but it has to happen. You know what I mean? Are we going to protect people feeling, or do we want to start an anti-war movement? I have analyzed this for years. You guys know this is a curse. I told you guys on Twitter. This is a curse, guys. I can't do shit in my life. I don't do anything but think about revolution. I'm watching Royal Rumble with my fucking brothers and shit, celebrating my birthday, and I'm over here thinking like, what the fuck can we do to start a revolution? How niggas spam on me trade? You guys ain't have any idea the kind of pressure that is on me?
Bro.
Criticize me because I haven't started a revolution yet. People criticize RBN because we haven't started a revolution yet. That's the only thing I can think about, how to end this shit. So I'm thinking about how do we change this culture. And the only thing we can do is beyond protesting, we need to fucking change the culture, even if it hurts. This is going to hurt. I told you guys before this segment, I was like, man, this segment I don't know if I should do it. But nigga, we got to do it. We got to start right now. For a very long time, people would disassociate themselves with the crimes of the empire. And that's why we won't stop war. The fact that people still send their children out to war, that's why we won't stop war. These protesters in March are great. I support it. But they are not doing shit to stop the wars. So we need to take it upon ourselves. The politicians are not going to stop the war. So we need to take it upon ourselves. This is how the revolutionary think. You guys have been brainwashed by liberalism, where you guys are waiting for big daddy government to fucking bail you out. I am not a liberal. I am a revolutionary, and I want to change the culture, even if it means hurting people's feelings. Right? I am cursed with.
I mean, bro, who the feelings are we hurting? Who feelings are we hurting here? A bunch of fucking war criminals, a bunch of fucking sellouts who can't stand up for shit. You telling me that you were so poor that you just can listen until the military? Man, that's fucking bullshit, bro. I ain't trying to hear it, nigga. All my niggas is poor. Most of my niggas is poor. Ain't none of them in the fucking military except for one, Q. And he a fucking idiot. And now that he got out, he say himself how much of a fucking idiot he was. There's no excuses. I done heard them all. And I done seen all the black people that I done seen join and get out and be so fucked up with PTSD. And now what? Like, come on, bro. Like, there's no way I would join the military when I literally can drive 2 miles in my hood and see a motherfucker talking about Vietnam vet, please help, donations, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a ex-military, please help me. Like, what the fuck? Y'all niggas bums off this bitch? You done went and killed all them fucking brown people and they didn't even guarantee you a house? Like, damn. You homeless out here, my nigga? You kill, like, bro, you done drop bombs on people. Imagine going over there. Imagine going over Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, whatever it may be, dropping bombs, shooting people, killing women and children, and coming back home just to be homeless. Bro.
I'm sure that John will probably reschedule because John will friend the show. I'm sure that there's probably was an issue. I know people probably asking. So I'm sure that we're probably going to reschedule Jama for another time. But and I apologize, CJ, that this segment
yes,
been
he's gonna be rescheduled. I was on mute, I was talking, but yeah, he's gonna be rescheduled. That's why I already updated the thumbnail and the title and everything. So yes.
Yeah, I just want to announce that, and I apologize. CJ. I know this segment went long, but I guess this is like a conversation segment, way long than I planned. But I think this is a very necessary conversation. We almost done. We're gonna wrap it up at the end of this video, and I got
this is fantastic. Somebody said this is the. I don't know if you saw the comment, Nick. This is fantastic. Yeah. Somebody said this is one of the most important conversations right here. This is probably one of the best and most important segments I have ever watched here on RBN.
Oh, good, because I couldn't. I can't see all the comments, so I didn't know how well received this was. I'm like, man, I don't know. We probably picked, but yeah, this is something that's been on my mind for a long time, guys. And then when I saw the pictures of the soldiers who died, and I saw them all black, I'm like, yep, I'm doing the segment. And guys, this has been something I've been thinking about for a long time. And the second I saw this segment here, I'm like, yep, I gotta do it, man. We about to lose subscribers. I'm like, nigga, the people who sign up for military, I'm like, man, so it is what it is, man. Because this has been on my mind for a long time. These anti-war movements and the anti-war protests is not working. Every strategy that we have tried my entire life has not worked. The idea that and I'll tell you, I completely abandoned. I despise liberal culture. To me, the idea that this government is going to help us with anything is absurd. To me now, the idea that I ever thought that was absurd, the idea that I ever thought that Bernie would be a hero is absurd. That was like 4 years ago. I thought this shit. I'm like, dude, that's so crazy. I used to believe this stuff. It's crazy that people believe this stuff. So now I'm trying to come up with new strategies. RBN is doing something that you guys never seen channels done before. That's why we get smeared by social democrats, because they intimidated by it. Let's go beyond electoral politics. Let's go beyond what is normal protest. Let's go beyond what the average leftist is doing. Let's have theoretical conversation. I told you guys, I'm about educating the working class. I'm trying to cultivate a smart working class. We're going to have theoretical debates. I'm showing comments that disagree with me because I'm like, that's okay. Let's fucking debate this revolution. You guys know and I'm sorry, I need to shut up. But during the civil rights movement, there was fucking vicious debates. These niggas was debating like a motherfucker. There was a lot of internal drama and fights. Every successful revolution, these motherfuckers were tearing their head out, tearing each other's head off during the fact. We need to bring that back, man. Like, this is stuff I've been thinking about over the last year or two. Meanwhile, let me continue. I need to start ranting. Let's continue for a second segment. And I got another show later today, so let's continue this. We didn't even get to the worst part, I believe. We didn't even get to the worst part because now this is they about to pull. So. Their daughter died because of Joe Biden using them as a sacrificial pawn to start a regional war. So now they're going to use that as a political pawn to attack the Republicans. And you guys can't believe the Shamar show. I need to stop spoiling it. Let's watch it.
Daughter, and saying that your daughter and the other two brave troops who died would have preferred to be at the southern border rather than doing what they're doing. What is your response to that?
No one can speak for my daughter other than me, her dad, or her siblings. So we just don't want anybody to tell her story because Marjorie Taylor Greene doesn't know her.
No.
We know her. We know she may rather have been where she was. She may not want to be at the southern border. I can't answer that question. Neither can Marjorie Taylor Greene. So she can't speak for her.
Mr. Moffitt, you sounded like you wanted to say something as well.
Look at how fucking desperate this limeball piece of shit is at trying to get the soundbite she's looking for. You know why they doing this? They want to get the soundbite of the grieving mothers criticizing the Republicans. And look at the title of the video, fam. Look at how they titled the video. Did they title the video, Joe Biden sacrifices 3 Black Americans so they can start a war? No. The title of the video is, Don't Use My Daughter. Fallen soldier dad slammed Marjorie Taylor Greene. It's Marjorie Taylor Greene's fault. And you guys see how desperate she is to get this attack line out in the face of grieving parents? To immediately turn into red blue bullshit. And now listen, they just take a hook, line, and sinker. That's what I would have told her ass. I would have went off on her immediately. They would have to cut this interview. This shit would have been derailed immediately. I would have been like, ma'am, are you out of your goddamn mind? Let us
I agree with everything my wife said. Man, it's about my daughter and don't use my daughter.
See, that's the quote. He says, don't use my daughter. So that's the story they wanted. Now they got the quote where fallen parent soldier tells Marjorie Taylor Greene, don't use my daughter. If only you went on MSNBC and told the truth about how Joe Biden sacrificed the life of your daughter. But are you still supportive of Biden and the Democratic Party? The answer may surprise you guys.
Yeah. What do you hope happens next? There is a lot of fear that there will be an escalation because of this. There are 40 injured soldiers. We're waiting to find out what the president will do, Mrs. Moffett. What do you hope happens in terms of the Middle East at this point?
So now this is the part where Joy-Ann Reid and the Empire is hoping that the parents say that we need to avenge your children. Do you guys know that's why they asked that question? Why the fuck are you asking grieving parents about their analysis of the Middle fucking East? They want the parent to say, let's go to war. Do you guys understand how unbelievably evil Joy-Ann Reid is? Joy-Ann Reid see their daughter die, and she brings them on and hoping that they promote more war.
I guess I don't really have a real opinion, but
I feel like I don't have an opinion on the Middle East, and you can almost
of course you don't, you fucking military head motherfucker. Of course you don't have an original opinion because you have been you programmed, and you sitting here with this gleeful ass face. You don't look like grieving parents to me, to be honest. You look like fucking psychopaths sitting here smiling on the news. Ain't no fucking way I'm gonna lose my daughter and be sitting here on the news. I'm gonna be too busy fucking grieving. These people are psychopaths, and
So this, you can almost see the Joy-Ann Reid disappointment that she didn't give the headline they really wanted. They used the "Don't use my daughter" and attack Marjorie Taylor Greene because trust me, they was like, "Yeah, we got to avenge our daughter." You know how that is the answer they wanted to hear. So thank God she didn't say that. But she's like, "I don't know about no Middle East nigga. My kid just fucking died." And this is what I'm saying. And I know I might be asking too much of people, but you are telling me you don't know about the Middle East, but you send your child there?
Yo.
What the fuck is wrong with you? So once again, I will never send my child out to war. But let's say I had a child, let's say 20 years later, and my child is being sent to fucking Syria. You want to know who's about to be an expert in Syria in 7 days? I'm gonna know everything about Syria. If my kid is sent to Iraq, nigga, I'm gonna be an Iraq specialist in 3 days. So they send your daughter out to the Middle East. You're like, I don't know anything about the Middle East. How the fuck is that possible? But anyway,
maybe she didn't want. Maybe she didn't.
Let me tell you how it's possible. Let me tell you how it's possible. The way it's possible is that there's a certain segment of the Black population, and these are them. You already spoke about it, where they're soldiers. It's a tradition, and they use it as an economic prop to prop them, to keep them elevated. It's an understanding. I must participate in a little bit of bad shit in order for me to live economically okay. The military will provide that for me. So it's like it's no connection. It's like I'm just getting is my check there? That's it. Is my check here?
Yeah.
I don't know anything, Nick. It's people in the military, Nick, who are in Syria who have no idea why they're there, Nick. This so people, crazy. You think the parents don't know? The soldiers don't know, Nick.
They don't even know why they joined, CJ.
Soldiers in my family. Go ahead.
They don't even know why they joined. There's plenty of evidence of this. For one, you can go all over the internet and just type in, "Why did you join the military? Why did you join the army?" And motherfuckers be like, "I don't know. I was lied to. I don't know." They don't know why they're there. They just been lied to. And you parents, you have failed your children. I don't want to hear nothing about it.
It's true because imagine let's say their daughter don't know what's going on in Syria. So once again, I have high expectations of parents. That is how I think your job is to guide your children. That's why I hate my father, because my father didn't do his job. I was lost in my early 20s because my father failed me. So that's why having a father who failed me and had a mother who sacrificed everything to raise 3 children as a single mom, I have very high expectations of parents as someone who was failed by the parent. Do you guys understand? So as a parent, your job is to guide your children. Let's say your child soldier that you okay send to die in the war. Let's say they don't know what's going on in Syria. Your job as a parent is, oh shit, I heard my kid about to be sent to Syria. Nigga, you do your research for 2 fucking days. You don't do shit. What else is more important than you doing research about where the fuck your kid is being sent?
Serving your country.
You learn.
That's more important. Nick. That's more important. Serving your country blindly serving your country. That's what's more important than anything. And this is why I don't see them as grieving parents. I see them as fucking psychopaths, especially the mother, especially the fucking mother. She look like she has like, no, I'm sorry. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. And this is a great example of that.
Actually, they support funding the police more. You know, them polls
I
they show like 70% of black people support defunding the police. They'd be like 25%. I bet these motherfuckers are
these
all
motherfuckers.
I know exactly who these people are, and they're gonna be exposed as we continue. And the first thing I'm gonna continue. I'm sorry. I know this segment was way long on plan, but I think it was a good conversation. But I'm gonna let it continue because there'll be a lot more. So we got 2 minutes, but there's a lot to say these last 2 minutes, bro. I was so
you already know.
I was so on the board of doing this segment. As I was watching Siege, I was like, damn man, this segment is gonna be brutal, bro. Like as I was watching 2 minutes, I'm like, damn, should I do this? Like this is gonna be brutal. Then the last 2 minutes of this, that's when I decided, like, yep, I'm doing this 100%. The last 2 minutes is more frustrating than the beginning, believe it or not. That's why we have to watch it. So let me play it, and I'm gonna give you guys thoughts.
In very support of President Biden, whatever he thinks is best.
Oh, wait.
What?
I think I missed it. That's the part I was waiting for. I'm sorry, guys. I fucked up. Let's listen to that part again. This is the part where I was like, yep, we're doing the segment. So remember, Genocide Joe sacrificed her daughter in order to get war with Iran, which they wanted forever. Now listen what she says about Jim Crow Joe.
Opinion, but I'm in very support of President Biden, whatever he thinks is best.
Yes.
Whatever he think is best.
These
people are
motherfuckers are on the plantation if I've ever seen it.
Does that not sound like a slave to you? Whatever he think is best, whatever master think is best, that tell me that don't sound like a damn slave.
I love the comments now. So now you guys see why I was going so hard. Now the comments get it.
Fuck out of here, man.
The comments are cracking me up now. Now you guys see it.
Whatever master say is the best. Whatever master say is the best.
Master told me to sacrifice my child.
The master say is the best. Whatever he say.
Oh god!
Fuck out of here, man.
She failed her children. Do you guys get it now? Joe Biden sacrificed her child, and she's still praising him. This is unbelievable.
Oh god!
I'm playing again. I'm gonna give you guys. I will get more reactions. This is unbelievable.
I guess I don't really have a real opinion, but I'm in very support of President Biden, whatever he thinks is best.
So what I say about anti-intellectualism? Anti-intellectualism got their daughter killed. I'm gonna go around with the master stay. I'm a loyal soldier. I don't think anti-intellectualism is going to get your children killed. This is a sad segment. But
you know what, bro?
Now you see why I had to do this segment? This shit has to be the parent that allowed this to happen. There's got to be a social stigma. Not only did the president sacrifice your child, you do a media tour where you praise the motherfucker that killed your kid. The fuck is wrong with you people? Go ahead, Rome, CJ. Then we let it finish. I told you, got the last 2 minutes.
No, you can go. I know I got more to say.
This is why I say they deserve it. They deserve the heartbreak of losing a child, and their child deserved to die. And you know what? I seen this went viral across multiple platforms. You know, we have black people actually waking up, and this is a great thing. I hope to see more black people die in the military. I hope to see them die. I hope to see them get killed. Yes. So they plaster your motherfucking face, and more black people be like, "Oh shit, yes, nigga, yes." Just because you got that fucking uniform on, don't mean that you can't be a target. You can be a target, and I hope more black people see this shit, and more black people run the other direction when they see a recruiter. Fuck yes, we need to see more of our faces on shirts, when they go to the military. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. What the fuck should I have any remorse for any of these motherfuckers? I can't. I just can't get it out of my mind, bro. Like, you guys hold so much. You guys hold us accountable so much, bro. If I went around the corner and I shot the niggas I didn't like, I'm going to prison. But if I go in the Middle East and I shoot some niggas I don't know, I'm a hero. Come on now, make it make sense. So yes, I hope more black bodies drop in the fucking military. I hope it drop to the point that there is no more fucking black people, so they can't use our faces, they can't use our voices, they can't use our name any fucking more. I'm so sick and tired of this fucking shit. Miss me with that bullshit. There is no empathy, no sympathy. I have nothing in the tank for you besides piss and spit.
So based on hearing, so she was doomed from the start. She was doomed. She had parents that not guiding them. Well, God, no, I'm rough because I went through some shit. Never been through therapy, so I'm working through it live. No, with father disappointments. You know what I mean? I just see another example of that. Your child died in war because you want to be a devoted Democrat. And I'm gonna let it continue. Let's let it play a little bit more, and then CJ get you. I know you probably want to chime in. Let's play a little bit more, and then we get some more discussion. Let it continue. I just want to play this part again because it's hilarious.
I guess I don't really have a real opinion, but I'm in very support of President Biden.
So
yes.
Look how happy Joy-Ann Reid is that she said that. Joy-Ann Reid, like, I got the soundbite. I'm sorry, let continue.
Yeah.
Yes, we agree.
And I'll just ask you.
And you see the husband. I remember that part. He's like, yeah, I agree. I don't think either. I agree. I don't think.
He probably a stay-at-home dad.
In addition to that, I mean,
he gotta do it. He gotta shake his head. Yes, baby. Yes. Yeah.
There is a thing where
Nothing wrong with that,
people like your daughter and the other two troops, they represent what the force is. Brave young people, disproportionately black and brown.
And look, and I'm mad at the video paused there, but look, Joy-Ann Reid is about to describe the problem again.
Represent what the force is. Brave young people, disproportionately black and brown, who are serving their country, who love their service. And
why the fuck is this a culture? You guys see why I'm going so hard right now? Joy-Ann Reid is describing this as a phenomenon we can't stop. There's a trend of black and brown people who love our country, fight on behalf of white supremacy, illegally occupy another country, who die on behalf of white supremacy. And then she just talk about it like it's a thing. Is this not something that make your fucking blood boil, Joy-Ann? But I'm sorry, I said I was interrupted. I apologize. I fucked up. I'm gonna let it play, but goddamn, this shit is hard to get through. I'm gonna let it play.
Young people, disproportionately black and brown, who are serving their country, who love their service. And what do you want people to understand about what drives these young people to do what they do? And because you did it as well.
Listen to this shit.
I did, and we want to see women in the military, because the one thing about me, I've never like when people walk up to us, my husband and I, and they always just assume that it was my husband.
Yep.
Women can serve in the military too.
Her feminist ideas got her daughter killed. She's a feminist. She's like, I want my daughter to be a feminist icon. So illegally occupied Syria, and now she's dead. That's what your feminism led you. That's unbelievable. This is actually worse than I
No. She wants black women to get into the military.
Yes, you want more black women to die.
So you want more black women to go and die, and you want more black women, obviously, to vote for Joe Biden. And
so her
I don't
daughter
know anything else, but vote for Joe Biden. Basically, this is sad. This is sad, bro. This is.
You guys wonder why I went so hard at them? I'm sorry, CJ. I'll pass right to you. Her daughter just died. After her daughter died, being used as a pawn of the military-industrial complex, she goes on a media tour to describe how she wants more black daughters to die. Do you guys understand how actually I didn't went hard enough at the parents? I thought this was worse than I remember. Like, that's a fucking insane thing to do.
That's insane.
That is insanity.
And Joy-Ann Reid is happy to go along. Look at that smile. You think that's a smile because of who she's speaking to, or you think it's a smile because she's about to get a bonus because she extracted gold from black pain. She extracted live on TV.
Look, they cut the video.
We just saw a gold miner, G, on live on TV extracting gold. Live on TV, and she's so happy about it. Look at Joy-Ann Reid's face, how happy she is.
Yeah, that's a good pause.
Even say something about that. And she's speaking to what I spoke to about there's this community of Black, I guess, military people. It's just a generational one after another. And it's like, and she's describing that too. And apparently these people are also advocating for that. But then so Joy-Ann Reid is happy because think about what this lady, this family, this parents have just given her. They given her something for Marjorie Taylor Greene, Culture War, giving her something for the re-election campaign, and gave something to the struggling recruiting for the military. So she's like, hey, where's my bonus, guys? Did that erase the fuck up I said yesterday about the war? That's what she's thinking. She's like, oh, that fuck about the war. It's gone, baby. Bro. It's gone.
This shit right here is why Joy-Ann Reid makes the big bucks, bro. This is why she's the fucking LeBron James of Black propaganda. This nigga, she's there for a reason. She climbed the fucking highly competitive propagandist ladder, and she's the fucking queen. This is why. This shit is liberal propaganda gold. That's why they cut this segment up immediately. Soon that shit was over there. Nigga, cut that segment right now.
That shit on nigga, that was live streaming the clip. That was live streaming the clip. It was like, just put it right into the live stream, nigga.
Now I'm gonna read this comment. This is a funny ass comment. I really wish I had tried to read more comments.
Joe Biden, meanwhile, Nick, Bloomberg poll comes out, Joe Biden 33% is. You ain't seen a segment on it. I'm waiting for it because I want to cover it. Not a single segment on none of the shows.
I'm gonna read this comment because this is very based. I wish I had more time to read more comments, but I bet the comment on this segment was hilarious, bro. I've seen this one. This is good. But if her daughter was killed in a gang shootout, I know she wouldn't say, I think more women should join gangs. Such a great comment. I really wish I could have read more live comments.
That is gold right there. That
is a great comment. I can't wait to get super chats for sure. Because this segment, I literally did not. I forgot how bad this was. But let's wrap. Anything else? Sorry, Rome. CJ, anything you want to say?
Well, it turned out good. What do you think? How you think it turned out? It turned out good, right, Nick? You thought it was gonna be terrible, and it turned out good. The audience, they gave some pushback, but I think at the end of the story, even the people that gave you pushback, they'll be like, wow. Mm-hmm. It's like when you say something, Nick, out, and it's like people don't have the backing, the story that gives you what you're saying. It makes it outrageous, but now they've seen the whole clip, and it's like, wow, what Nick said.
Yeah, now you guys saw
not that outrageous, not that outrageous. But go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead, I like that comment because, man, like if we think about it, the military and gangs. They kind of got the same recruitment tactics, get them while they're young, promise them things like shit, money, a house, your enemy's dead.
Wow.
And what happens at the end of the day? All of us are ended up in prison, jail, or side of the road with PTSD. Stupid.
I'm gonna play that part again because that's fucking incredible, man. I think at this point, maybe I got like 4 minutes in. I think at this point I was raging so bad. I think I tuned the rest out because this is actually way worse than I remember. Like if I remember it was this bad, I probably would went harder in the beginning. Like she straight up went into cultural imperialism, called for more Black women be killed. I won't play that part again. I was like, I don't know if my mind comprehended this part when I first saw this video. So I'm gonna watch it again. I'll let it play a little bit for as much as we can tolerate at least. But let it continue.
And what do you want people to understand about what drives these young people to do what they do? And because you did it as well.
I did, and we want to see women in the military because the one thing about me, I've never liked when people walk up to us, my husband and I, and they always just assume that it was my husband. Yep. Women can serve in the military too. We can have power just as much as men can have power. We can be just as strong as men. We can do the same thing.
Yeah.
And so just let them know that brown women,
we can illegally occupy countries too.
we're resilience. We can serve as well.
We're all the same, period.
Indeed. And we are all so proud of your daughter, of your family, of your service. I'm so sorry for your sacrifice, but thank you.
You guys heard what she said there? We are so thankful for your sacrifice. Do you guys, would I start with that? For one, she's at this point ecstatic at the propaganda code that her parents gave her. But you guys see it, they thanking the parents for sacrificing their daughter in war. You're not embarrassed to say that, Joyanne? In fact, this is normalized. In fact, this is very common for people to say this to parents who children die in war. How is that not the most offensive thing to say to someone? Thank you for sacrificing your children. Thank for you for sacrificing your daughter. Now we got the end for the war with Iran that we wanted because of your sacrifice. I'm gonna play that part again, and it'll be in the segment. I'll give you guys last thoughts. That part is so crazy to me. Just say that in.
Indeed. And we are all so proud of your daughter, of your family, of your service. And we're so sorry for your sacrifice. But thank you for your service, Mrs. Moffitt. Thank you both for being here tonight. And God bless you. And our condolences.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For some reason, I get the feeling he was the For some reason, I get the feeling he was the stepfather. He got the vibe like he was real quiet. Maybe he's not, but maybe he's just a quiet guy. But that's the vibe I got. It's a lot of emotions. A lot of the emotions everybody in the audience saw today is just anger about this. But it's a lot. It's sad too. You know, this is sad to see. Like Black people not understand what's happening. You get what I'm saying? It's sad, and it's like there's no saving her. Hopefully, they don't have another child. Hopefully, they don't have another child.
That's why I think it's sad, man. They failed her, man. I'm sorry. Like they failed their. Like once again, in the very beginning of the segment, if your child died because you didn't feed them, people will call your ass off for being negligent.
Yes.
Right. So their kid died because they didn't have the ability to impact the wisdom on them. In fact, they encouraged it. It was a military family. They failed their child, and now they want more Black children to fail their child. That's crazy. Do you guys see how much propaganda rotted the brains of people even in our community, where they just normalize? Yeah, my child died in war. My child was a war hero.
War hero. That's crazy.
What the fuck is wrong with people, man? Now, so I hope you guys understand why I did this segment. Like I watched that video, and now I'm 100% glad I did, because I almost I was probably so traumatized I damn near forgot the last minute and a half, bro. Like because as soon as I saw that shit, like, bro, we need to change the culture where shit like that happen, which should never, ever, 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 ever happen again. We get super chats in the before I do that, I'll give you guys last thoughts on this. Or CJ, do you have another story?
No, man. That's enough.
Yeah, I think I apologize. I know that segment was long, but I think it was a good discussion. I apologize that this segment was way longer than I planned, but I think it was a good conversation. And,
because the show that I had planned was for Ajamu. Now that he's rescheduled, all I just put that over there.
Yeah.
So it's not a problem that we're not going to be doing it. But I don't have any other words on the last segment. I think I've beat the dead horse as far as my opinion. So we can get the super chats. I mean, we're gonna be back on the topic because when you see the super chats, we're gonna get right back on the topic.
I'm I can't wait.
So yeah,
I can't wait.
Like
I'm more than happy to take on pushback too. Like, I'm not one of these fucking people that I'm more than happy for that. So let's see. Yeah. I can't wait. They're gonna be something else. Jesus, this was a roller coaster. Yes, it was. I think we did a very
wait. Are you going from the bottom? Are you going from the bottom or the top?
This is from the bottom. Yeah, I'm going from the bottom. Okay. So this is like the most recent one.
So it's gonna be backwards. It's like just understand. Everybody's gonna understand. It's gonna be backwards. Because a lot of people I think even apologize. Oh, okay. I didn't get it in the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get a chance to see a lot of the comments during the. Because I'm looking at another screen, so I'm very interested in seeing I see 21 super chats. I'm like, I either piss people off or this shit, or that shit was a banger. So let's see. Thanks for $2. Yeah, that was one hell of a roller coaster. I think the intro was a little long. I think, and if I would do it again, because I always, if you don't know, I'm very critical of myself. I always try to I try to do a better job of putting segments together. if I was to do that statement again, I would have led with the Joanne video first. I think I prefaced it too long.
Yeah.
So, I think if I led with the video first,
because people thought that there was no analysis behind the anger. They just thought we was like, fuck these soldiers. Like there was no analysis, and there is analysis behind our anger always.
Yeah, so if I was to critique,
even if it isn't an analysis, nigga, fuck you, nigga, fuck how you feel, fuck your mama, fuck your daddy, fuck everybody in the motherfucking middle. What the fuck I look like having empathy for a motherfucker to go out there, sold they fucking soul to the sound. God damn it, you haven't listened to our black leaders, you haven't listened to Malcolm X, you haven't listened to Martin Luther King, you haven't listened to James Bond, nigga. You are a weak person, and I don't give a damn if you die, nigga. I hope more people like you die, so we won't have this fucking problem. What the fuck?